Everyone has a certain reserve of mental energy which they spend on completing tasks. If this energy runs out, productivity sharply decreases. It is important to get rid of these 11 habits in order not to run out of important resources. Absence of a plan. The more decisions you make, the more mental energy you expend. These decisions can be both significant and insignificant, for example, what shirt to wear. Any decision requires energy, so many famous people deliberately limit themselves. Just look at Barack Obama's, Steve Jobs's, and Mark Zuckerberg's wardrobes. Each of them appeared in public in the same clothes most of the time. American entrepreneur and economist Seth Godin never changes his breakfast of just a banana nut smoothie. Solution: make a plan for the morning every evening. First, add important tasks to it. Update the list as needed. Excessive planning. Over-planning can be harmful too. It may be easy to fill your to-do list with work, family gatherings, and sports, but it's much harder to manage it all. Having free time for rest is one of the most important aspects of a balanced life. It is easy to forget about it, but it is necessary to relax. Solution: leave some space in your schedule each day for activities that bring you peace. This could be a hobby or simply reading a book. Ignoring the disorder. It may seem that the order at the workplace is not as important as productivity. But productivity can depend on how tidy the place is. According to studies, a large number of visual stimuli has a significant impact on the brain when you are trying to concentrate. It takes more mental energy to concentrate when there are a lot of things on the table that distract attention. Even if these are not smartphones and other devices that make sounds and vibrate, but paper clips, notebooks and mugs with unfinished tea. Solution: maintain order, not only at work but wherever possible. This increases concentration and simply calms. Procrastination. When you feel your brain is tired, there is a temptation to put off all the work for later. Sometimes it makes sense. It's hard to work on an important project when you can't get the most out of yourself. But procrastination can have a negative effect on mental energy. Even the energy to decide whether to start a task now or put it off for a bit is draining. It takes effort to even remember an unfinished task. All of this leads to mental exhaustion. Solution: follow the 2-minute rule. If you can do the task in that time, don't even think about putting it off. At the same time, you can always take a 2-minute break without much detriment to your concentration. Perfectionism. Striving for perfection is good, but in moderation. Trying to achieve a perfect 10 out of 10 can take a lot of time, but your excessive efforts may go unnoticed. Learn to stop when you know the work is done well and there is no point in continuing. Your boss will probably take a minute or less to read the letter you spent an hour on. Answer: ask yourself if you are satisfied with the result of your work. Don't waste tons of mental energy trying to achieve perfection. Just do a good job. Multitasking. Research shows that cognitively, multitasking is extremely inefficient. Switching from one task to another does not go unnoticed. Each time you waste energy for nothing. But for some people, productivity increases due to multitasking. If this is your case, keep going in the same spirit. This point is not for you. But most people do much better with one task. Solution: turn single tasking into a habit. Using the Pomodoro technique, learn to focus on one goal for 25 minutes and then give your brain a quick break. Unwillingness to keep records. The more information you keep in your head, the more energy you spend. This can be a shopping list, ideas for a weekend getaway, or even someone's phone number. If you don't write it down, your brain has to do a lot of extra work. Making notes is very easy and useful. Thanks to note-making apps, you'll never forget something important, even if your brain is occupied with completely different tasks. Solution: make notes on paper or electronically. When you take notes, you are essentially telling your brain, relax, buddy, I've already done the work for you. It is also thought that what you write down is better retained in memory. Poor nutrition. What you eat also has a huge impact on productivity. Foods with a high glycemic index like white bread, white rice and anything with refined sugar will give you a quick burst of energy. But it will be followed by a sharp drop in fatigue. Foods with a lower glycemic index such as whole grains, fruits, and vegetables, as well as foods high in protein, increase energy more gradually and help maintain it for longer. Solution: make a few changes to your diet and you will feel a significant difference. Eat nuts, fish and fresh berries. And don't rely on caffeine. It helps, but only for a short time. Lack of water. Drink enough water. How much to drink is a controversial question, but if you drink from 6 to 8 glasses a day, you will feel better. Even a slight decrease in the body's hydration level has a significant impact on well-being and productivity. If you are used to drinking fizzy drinks, coffee and tea, then switching to water will not be as easy as it may seem. But it is worth it. Solution: if it's hard for you to make yourself drink enough water, try a special app like My Water Balance. It will show you how much you need to drink per day and help with motivation. Lack of sleep. Nothing charges energy like sleep. Enough good sleep allows you to perform tasks qualitatively and not get worn out. If you don't get enough sleep, your brain won't be able to access all its resources. Some of them can be awakened with caffeine, but eventually you become immune to it. Also, due to coffee and energy drinks, you develop a habit of sleeping less, so fatigue comes faster. Solution: give your body as much sleep as it needs. If you feel tired throughout the day, you definitely need more sleep. Most people need about 8 hours of good sleep, so use that as a guideline and adjust it according to how you feel. Ignoring favorite activities. Even taking into account all of the above, it is easy to forget or simply not find time for a favorite activity. Hobbies, video games, reading books, or developmental courses, the list can go on and on. Solution: if you need to include a hobby in your daily schedule that you can't live without, go ahead and do it. Maybe it's easier to start the day with 20 minutes of your favorite activity. Anything that relaxes you, brings a smile to your face and helps you enjoy life is worth putting into your daily routine.